Contrary to popular belief, this is not just rap music. This is life. So I offer you right now, life. Life. For every little black child, this is life. Life. For every single parent, this is life. Life. For every brother behind bars, this is life. Hold your head.
What's happening? Episode 45. We still here. God is good. Unmasked. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Trez. 1/3 of the crew. This 45, man. MJ return, man.
Yeah, and it ain't to play games with you.
It ain't to play no games, man. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Y'all already hear my boy across from me. P, what's happening, boy?
King to a God, man. Rest in heaven, low sin. Rest in heaven, sauce. Spins, what's good, baby?
Good, man. Happy to be back.
Yes,
Feeling
sir.
good. Mind clear. And, loving being across from you fellas. I jump it right off, man. Like you said, 45, man. MJ's back, What I will say is I want to, kind of go into a couple hot topics. Some things I just, wanted to talk about. But how you guys feeling, man? What's up? Y'all good? Y'all ready? Y'all?
I'm just blessed, man.
Yeah.
Just count my blessings, my brother.
Absolutely.
Yep. First and foremost, definitely want to, and this is something I wanted to talk about personally, just, for me having a daughter, anytime I hear some good news, like L. Smith, who's recently crowned Miss Black USA, formerly Miss Kentucky, earlier this year. And so, yeah, congrats.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's big shit.
Knowing just a little bit about her background, coming from Ohio, she went to school in Kentucky, graduated.
Okay.
She was a journalist, so, she was, a news anchor. And one of the cool things I read, she woke up a year ago, just laying in the bed and saw the competition. It's like, hey, I can relate to some of these beautiful women. And it's, she loved the fact that she could see the color on the screen.
Right.
And that's why it was important for me to talk about. And I know that may resonate with you as well, Trez. We have daughters, so
most definitely
being able to see a successful black young woman, I know she's not the first, by any stretch of the
but
it's
people
good to
set
see.
the trail and she's
she
part
the
of the
current.
plays.
Yeah,
she the current.
Yeah.
Not just being able to balance a professional career, also finishing school, and then also
Most definitely
being one of the most beautiful women in the world. Showing her beauty, what she truly what she resonates and gives to the people. So. Hey, I had to talk about it. I thought it was a great piece. So I want to start off with that. And then I also want to, not to make it a somber moment, but then we also need to talk about Virgil Abloh, right? I'll be honest, for me, it wasn't, I can't take away what he brought to the culture. It wasn't a shock as some other people may have saw it, rather, excuse me. And the only reason I say that is because rest in peace, first and foremost. Rest in peace, King.
most
Right.
definitely.
Rest in peace.
Before I go down this, but I know that it's something, when you look at high-end designer fashion, and before I move forward, I wanted to acknowledge he was the artistic director for Louis Vuitton.
Right.
And I know that a lot of high-end fashion, a lot of the celebrities can relate. He's been a huge part of the hip-hop culture. Some of our favorite rappers, favorite artists, have worked alongside of him.
Right.
We know specifically Kanye West, and it's been many others. So I know they took the entertainment industry by shock, and then all the artistic world as well. But for me, I wasn't as shocked just because I didn't know him, I didn't know of his work. And I don't know about you guys, but is there anything that you noticed, heard, or?
I mean, I did a little research on it because, again, not familiar with it.
Yeah.
My bread ain't there yet. So.
Right.
All that off-white shit.
Right, that's why I said I can't relate.
Y'all,
Yeah.
That Louis shit. God bless y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll get there one day, and I still don't know if I'll buy it. But the dude was a creator,
Yeah.
So shout out to him as far as being a creator. But, this whole creative collective, we all trying to make a move.
Mm-hmm.
He made his move, and he got there.
Yep.
One of the things that I did find out is that I think he had his master's in architecture.
Yeah.
So that kind of lends to the the thing of being able to put things together because they tagged him as a sampler of other designers.
Right.
To create his own. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's where that comes in at. Being an architecture, you know how to put certain things together. It's still just shapes.
Right.
When it comes down to it.
Yeah,
right?
at
You
the
know
end
what
of
I'm
the
saying?
day, right.
Colorful shapes and things. So he was able to thrive in that arena where other people probably didn't even see him coming. And, shout out Ye. But, he's the one who put him on. That was his first real gig. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So shout out to the dude, man. Rest in heaven.
Yeah, absolutely.
And cancer's a beast, dog.
Hey, you took the words out of my mouth. That was the one thing he had that path similar. And as I've grown up and I've seen or been a part of the world, I've noticed that when some people handle things differently, the person that comes to mind immediately is Chadwick Boseman.
Right.
Worked and didn't complain, didn't hear a whole lot, had a lot going on, still doing his work, still making sure he was putting out masterpieces. And it's the same scenario. Very quiet individual from
his was a little different.
You seen Chadwick kind of
you could see
disintegrating. Within.
But with this guy, the doctors were saying what he had. It's like once you find out, it's too late. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like it's no prevention. And comparing him to Chadwick, you could tell Chadwick probably tried treatments and whatever, and that's what leans to the thinning out of you.
Right.
Is that chemotherapy is killing you? But with Virgil, I don't think anybody really saw it coming. You know what I'm saying? It was that type of progressive. You know what I mean? But it also leans, if we go be real and talk to the community, go to the doctor.
On the regular.
If your shit feeling go.
Yeah.
Don't wait.
Nah, for what? They taking that shit out your check if you got a job and you paying for it like that, they taking it out your check, use that shit.
I mean, even if you don't, still go.
Even if you don't, but I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're getting.
It's a lot of us out here who we pay for the shit every 2 weeks, every week, and we don't go.
Right. Very true.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm
saying? But nonetheless, we lost a good one. And like I said, you've seen different people from the entertainment industry just kind of like pay their condolences. You've seen it, since the news broke. So again, rest in peace. Man. And then, just kind of moving forward, another tragedy in the hood, young Dolph.
Yeah.
Killed in Memphis. And this is something that is, happened right after I lost a loved one to gun violence. Same thing. Just senseless. I'll be honest with you. I really just kind of got on the Dolph wave within the last maybe 4 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
But Trez, I know that was something, you've been listening since day one. So, I wanted you to touch on.
Big up to Dolph.
Yep.
Shout out to his family. I know they laid him to rest on November the 30th.
Yeah.
They had a funeral service for him, so shout out to him. But just it's a king, man.
Yeah.
It was bigger than music with him.
Okay.
The reason I fuck with him so tough is he did shit his way. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go against the grain every time and bet on myself at the same time. So I respect him believing in himself. You know what I mean? Somebody turning down $22 million contract.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know what they say? They offer you that you worth way more.
Well, so I just let you know his intelligence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His mind frame, and he wasn't taking no losses.
Right.
He wasn't taking no losses. He's just a stand-up man all around, you know what I'm saying? From his hustle to being a family man, taking care of his kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, he even rapped about that, and we all got ours, and we all take care of ours. So, I look at a man different. That stand up and take care of his responsibilities no matter what the situation comes about. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
So there's just so many different levels of the man, taking care of the community, giving back. The man even rapped about it, you know what I'm saying? He said one verse sold 100 pounds, gave 10% to the pastor. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way he moved, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Donated $25,000 to cancer centers and stuff that took care of his family when they were sick, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Matter of fact, when he died, from my understanding, he was just back in Memphis about to give out
turkeys.
Give out for the annual turkey drive, you know what I'm saying? So it's just unfortunate, man. We always losing they said the good die young, but we got to stop this shit, man. Like
we do.
We gotta stop this shit, man. Like at the end of the day, we gotta stop this shit.
But it comes. What do you think it is? Jealousy, envy? Because I'm not familiar with him. I'm familiar with him by name, right? And I know some of the things
it's a combination of everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's a bigger thing, and to me, I believe it's probably a little bit of both.
Population control at the end of the day. Like, you know, in Memphis, they got the gun laws that you could just ride with them. You could just ride with them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So population control in Memphis is totally different, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, but you know, I mean, somebody that's successful to him, you know, jealousy, envy, greed,
all of the above.
And that's why I asked that. I mean, because hearing you tell the story, it took me back to Nip.
Yeah. That's another one.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like you said, this shit got to stop.
Yeah.
You're killing the ones that's giving back.
Yeah.
But like Boosie,
I ain't saying any of them should die, but
I think Boosie said it best, man. People like that, they're dying in their hometowns where they think
you got to get out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can look at him, look at Nips. Mo 3, you know what I'm saying? They all dying in their hometown. Like, they could go any other city and not have no worries. So when the fuck you go back home?
And that's the thing, you know.
And that's how it even is with, you know, some of our situations, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go back to the crib shit.
It's different.
And I want to talk about this for a second, only because, like, what do you do? Because, you know, a lot of people say when you get a certain status, you leave your hood.
You're supposed to.
You're supposed to.
But he did.
He did.
But he goes back to take care of home.
Right.
Like, he took care of the city.
And the man died getting a pack of cookies.
Right. That he was for his mom.
Yeah.
That's senseless.
Senseless.
But what I'm getting at, I guess my question is, what do you do? Because you'll sell out if you don't go back, right?
You can still give back without going back.
You can.
But you heard him on Drink Champs when Nori warned him. I don't know if y'all seen that episode.
Yeah, I saw that.
A couple years ago, Nori warned him, like, you know, man, you got to, and he was like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, that's just me.
Yeah, you know? But you got to, unfortunate.
That's the unfortunate thing of us. Like,
I mean, you can still give back, but you got to leave.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I say it's tough. I know what you mean, but it's easy for somebody to say, "Well, I don't never see him." Even if
you can't worry about that.
You know what it is, though.
No, I know what it is, but I'm saying that's a part of growth and evolution.
It's
right?
different than sending a check for a turkey drive and being out there there and handing them out to the people that you grew up with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Here, you can reach out and touch me. You know what I'm saying? Because
like,
he ain't look at himself like he was no.
I get it.
Yeah, I understand.
I get it. I'm just saying.
I already know.
From a survivor,
it's unfortunate.
You want to not have survivor's remorse, right? Mm-hmm. The whole survivor's remorse is you made it and now you feel like you got to go back. That's survivor's remorse and pull people up. You can't take everybody with you. You can always give back.
You can always give back.
But I mean, shit, it's
happening. Like you said,
it's
from
happening.
Yeah,
it's happening too often in our community.
Way too often.
Yeah,
and
seems like I'm saying it more now than I ever did before. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and the crazy part of it is it's us.
Yeah, it's us doing
like
us.
We taking us. You know what I mean? And it's like it could. You know, we could talk all day, man. But rest in peace.
We gotta
stop.
To
the true king. We gotta stop.
Yeah.
The senseless shit. There's no need for it. Especially if somebody's giving back, But again, rest in peace, King.
Most definitely. You got a real angel looking down over us.
Absolutely. I will say, one of the biggest things that we've talked about, or just seen when you talk about like a hate crime, or when you talk about, just what you've seen in the news from racism and just you name it, right?
Right.
From the George Floyd case to all the different cases that you've seen. And then we have Ahmaud Arbery.
Right.
And the verdict just recently, came out.
Dropped the hammer.
And I'll say this. And I want to get you guys' take on this. What the case means to me, right? I won't even say case. I'm say the verdict, right? But also what has transpired. We've seen it so many times. And me and you, P, we've talked about it. We've gone back and forth. I'm the more hopeful one. Like, hey, I'll see that. We'll see that day. Maybe not when I'm alive, but or when you're alive, or when you're alive, Trez. But we'll see that day. I'm the one that's that keep hope alive type of spirit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so to see what has happened, that case, it pisses you off time and time again when you see it. This was no different. And to see that verdict come across, I said, okay, there is some glimmer of hope, right? Now, I'm not saying it's going to tackle everything immediately, but this is a start. So that's just kind of what it meant to me, just seeing that immediately. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, what are your thoughts?
For me personally, I don't see it as a true victory.
Me neither.
I'm thankful that the parents feel like they got justice, but I also liken it because of what had happened previously with another case with the Rittenhouse joint. I likened it to the area,
the location. Right.
Well, Atlanta was not going to go for that shit.
You did say that too.
Atlanta's not going for that shit. So yeah, you can, and yeah, there's an age difference in the judge and all of this, but
there's a lot of factors into
there's
the
a lot
situation.
of factors in
the Rittenhouse situation. I think weighed a lot on the situation too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The opposite way though.
Right. Right. I think you made a good point. We previously touched on it. This was before we knew what the verdict would be. And I think you made a good point when you say, even without that comparison, right, case to case, when you look at the what the judge said, I would like for you to kind of reiterate that piece, because I remember you saying that, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I actually didn't know that. So for the people,
the Rittenhouse judge,
no,
as far as them, the part where the
basically
with the pastors coming in, so the pastors coming in and the other side trying to get the pastors banned from coming into the courthouse. And the judge put a cease to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, stop. You can't do that if they supporting the family and they quiet. That's not a disruption.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's things like that, and knowing that, again, right, with that type of trial and the setup, you're going to have more advocates there than even though the Rittenhouse guy, had the effect the same when you're talking about human lives.
Yeah.
You don't have that outreach there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Very
so
true.
there got to be a bridging of the gap. You know what I'm saying? For this thing to really be right. We want them to see our point, right?
Yeah.
Because we are affected more in more cases than not. We feel like we're affected more
Absolutely.
than them, right? But we also got to be outraged when it's just them.
That is true.
You see what I'm saying?
That is true.
To get them to...
We got to have more.
Yeah. You got to be outraged regardless.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Agreed. One of the things and it's funny you say that with the Rittenhouse, right? Because a lot of times we don't necessarily want to compare it. It's not two different sides of the coin, right? And so the one thing, and I don't want to get too much off track with the Ahmaud Arbery piece, but with the Rittenhouse, I don't know how you guys, but I've been seeing like this is different for him, for that gentleman, because you got off. Now you got to deal with. I've seen some things that I see. There's going to be a little bit of retaliation because not only does everybody know you got off, what you did in the midst of the entire ordeal is not going to be laid to rest. So I've seen stuff like, obviously he's been like kicked out of school. Like we don't want him, they petitioning to keep him out of school, that type of stuff. I don't think he's going to be able to personally live it down. That's just me. But I just wanted to say that piece.
Depends on how many news cycles. How many news cycles do we have to go through before he can get back to him?
It's gonna be a while.
I don't think so.
No, man.
It's gonna be a
while. They did a GoFundMe for him and his mom. They about to pack up and move.
To be back by the end of the
to
year.
Another community that'll accept them.
Well, the end of the year.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Exactly.
Y'all give him 30 days. I think he'll
start of next year. He'll be somewhere new.
Yeah.
It'll be.
Think about it. All the shit that's going on, right? Even with that, not to pause you, but I don't know if y'all noticed that Tuesday, right? The shooting in Michigan, the school shooting.
No, school shooting, yeah.
In Michigan. So that's another thing that's going to throw it away from, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you talk about news cycles and other traumatic things that come away, that, like Trev said, by the end of the year, who?
Right.
It's just
something else.
Yeah, something else.
So much shit going on right now, man.
I'm like, and my thing is shit. I don't know if y'all paid attention when it was showing on the news on Tuesday. I was looking at the weather. I'm like, it's too fucking cold for you to be thinking about shooting somebody at school. It's
not when you're from there.
I guess when you're used to the climate.
Yeah.
So that brings me to my next piece. So I'm thinking like how this affects our future cases, right? Is it almost a given that the location is going to kind of matter? How does this verdict kind of affect everything moving forward? And it might be as simple as a no, but I'm thinking like, because in my eyes, I think it starts to ripple. I don't think it's automatic that, because how I used to feel, or how I still feel, just depending on what happens and what's brought to the table, I still feel like we don't have a chance when we go up against it. Just even in Ahmaud Arbery's case, the jury selection, we automatically thought, oh, here we go again. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then, so does location matter? Does the what's allowed to be tried matter? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It mattered, exactly.
It's probably a lot of factors that depend on the situation, but it ain't gonna be changing, man. Like,
I would say it starts a different thing. It does start.
I'll give you that.
It starts something. I would like to see this, like, and hopefully there's not too many cases to have to try, but we living in America, so you never know.
There'll be more before it's less.
Right. And is there anything that you saw differently this time around than what we've seen in the past? Like, if you can name a case that you can think of, or any just situation.
I can't speak on it because I didn't watch all of them trials.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's just more blatant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you didn't have a dumbass friend that recorded the shit, you probably would have got off.
Absolutely.
She had a dumbass friend.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, because
that's what it came down to.
Yeah. It was funny.
Film.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a dumbass friend doing this shit. What the fuck was up with him?
Yeah.
But that's just.
That's the way
we live in right now.
That helped us, and but still, it's just it's crazy. Yeah. I would say the difference is that, but also, I saw, even though they didn't cover it as much from a mainstream perspective, like the CNNs of the world, that type of thing.
They covered it. But you had to go to YouTube.
Exactly. That's what I was getting at. You took it out. Yeah. So. Right. When I saw it, I did see, and this is just me, and I've watched bits and pieces of other cases, but I never really actually saw, maybe this is just me being a little extra. I never saw the way the prosecution operated. Mm-hmm. I never really saw them so blatantly, like. It just seemed like they not normally. Of course, they didn't go as hard as normal. If I can be honest, which is a good thing for us. But I just didn't see
defense.
The defense. I'm sorry, not the prosecution.
They did in their own right, but it's hard to fight against video. The same way it was hard to fight against video with George Floyd.
Yeah,
it's hard to fight against that.
Yeah,
and then when the video is coming from your own
right.
Client.
That's the issue.
Right. Very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
That was a money grab for the defense side.
Yep.
Y'all put up all your houses, your farms, them trucks. I'm gonna need all of that by the time this shit is over. Because we ain't winning. This motherfucker got a video. But if you want me to do it, I'll go up there and say some shit.
Yeah.
Sentencing yet to be determined.
Well, they said that in Georgia, those counts come with life.
Okay. I know there was first degree.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's a fact. Those sentences come with life.
I know that's what they said.
They still have the option to appeal, but they still got to go through a federal case.
That's true.
That was a state level case. So you still got to do a federal case.
Yeah.
And then you got a civil case.
Offer you just to still go to jail because y'all going.
Well, they're not going home.
Yeah, they're not going home.
Not at all.
Them days is over.
Yeah.
Not at
That's
all.
a wrap.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Thankful that the family, like you said, got some form of justice so far. It's not nearly over, but for now, good news.
Yeah.
So, the only other thing I really wanted to kind of dive into, fellas, is we as a people, right? Us, the things that we kind of talk about and the way we go about our daily lives and the way that we operate. I just want to make sure, on this level, how are y'all doing, right? And the reason why I'm saying that is because we haven't had that check on you. I just want to make sure from a brother to brother, how y'all doing, man?
I mean, shit, getting better.
Getting better?
Yeah, better each day, but, it's just got to push, man.
Life's a grind, man.
Yeah, you got to push.
It's like a roller coaster, you know what I'm saying? The shit gonna go up, the shit gonna go down. Shit might flip you upside down a couple of times, but at the end of the day, you got to hold on to the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? We keep pushing, like, pushing to the bigger picture, to the bigger vision, like.
Yeah, that was more like for our viewers, our listeners. I know you guys, you check in with us, but I want everybody to know we up here, we good, we are pushing through, like Trey said, like P said, through everything that we got to go through, blood, sweat, and tears to bring you this product. So I wanted to check on you fellas, just talk with you for a second.
We gonna get back right.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah, we gonna get back right, get back to the bullshit.
Some topics we gotta cover, man.
Starting to warm up like them damn dolphins, you know what I'm talking about?
Man.
Hey, I
Why don't you show the people your slippers?
Hey,
show
man,
them one.
They ain't
Just
got
put
to.
one on
I'm just true to it, baby. Y'all know I'm always representing up in this thing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't for TV. We know here.
And he had to go look and make sure he had the socks.
I got my socks, man. I got to.
Y'all know me. It's in my blood, man. Like, this guy over here.
Congrats on your win, man.
Not asking for it.
Congrats on your win.
Season's not over.
You damn right.
Like I said, it's about how you win, not how you start.
Yours is.
Whose?
Yours.
So is yours, motherfucker.
Nah. Stop that.
Mr. Bad Predictions and shit.
hey. We
was trying to talk into the future and go raw.
It's all good.
It would not answer the phone when I called him.
I don't want to hear that.
I said, hey, buddy, we might need to edit.
Hey, man, we good. Cowboy Nation over here. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all need to get rid of Ben. Stop it. Anything else for the people before we go, fellas?
Hey, man, we 45 in deep. 45. We definitely appreciate it. We coming up on this 5th. We coming up on the end of 2021. 2022, y'all. We got some big things that we got lined up. So keep fucking with us. Keep watching us. Keep supporting us. Spread the word. We definitely appreciate the support, the feedback, the comments, even the comments that we just get personally. You know, we appreciate everything, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
All of it.
Keep supporting us. We appreciate it.
And thank you to our day ones.
Absolutely.
Appreciate the haters too.
Yeah, that's all publicity, baby. We need all publicity. All right, well, hey, 45, like my boy, the Barbarian just said. Definitely appreciate y'all. Again, continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, post, whatever it is you do. Make sure you listen to us on all our platforms. And as always, you can find us on YouTube. Talking that shit.
Yes, sir.
Until next time.
Rest in peace, Kings.
Absolutely. Until next time.
Y'all know what it is. Cognac Crew.
UnMask'd Podcast. We out.
45.
Life. For every little black child, this is life. For every single parent, this is life. For every brother behind bars, this is life. Hold your head.